Okay, welcome guys. This is the first episode of my Let's Play of Final Fantasy VII. If you don't know me, I'm OmniStrife, and what I basically do usually, I make parody videos about animes and video games and stuff like that. This is the first time I'm doing a Let's Play, so I'm kind of excited and nervous at the same time. So you'll have to bear with me, because first, English is not my first tongue, it's not my native tongue. It is actually my third language, so you'll have to bear with my accent, and there will be a lot of grammatical errors, I'm afraid, and some other types of linguistic fuck-ups. As I'm pretty excited, as I've said before, and I'm recording this live. This will be a kind of a different, I guess, playthrough, because first, this is the Steam version of the game, the PC version, and it has been modded to death. And I used the Tifa bootloader from the talented guys from QHIMM forums, and they made a lot of mods to this game. Listen, I am not really sure which mods I had activated and which I had not, so you'll just have to check it out. I'll post the link below and you'll just have to check it out for yourself. It has a lot of enhancements, both visual and audible, and it will look better, it will sound better, and it will play better, as they even added some new stats to the monsters and new character behaviors, and they removed damage limits and made the game a lot more interesting and challenging. Oh, before we start, another thing that will make this playthrough a little different is that I'm going to dub the character voices, so you won't have to listen just to me babble about the game. You'll also hear the characters talk. So here we go. New game. Okay, where to begin? This is exciting stuff. Final Fantasy VII, whether you like it or not, which is a topic in itself, is a pretty massive game. It's a big deal. It came out around 1997, and it has been like the biggest story ever at that point. It was the Call of Duty of its time, not in terms of the game itself, but in terms of the hype or the commercial, the commercial festival around it. They poured massive amounts of money, something unprecedented in terms of video games back there in Japan, and also in the USA. They spent like hundreds of millions of dollars just to campaign this game in television and in other forms of media. So I think this game is pretty awesome. It was my first Final Fantasy ever, and when I played it the first time, man, I was obsessed with this game. I never realized my tiny little kid brain didn't process the amounts of epicness this game had to offer. I mean, in terms of story, in terms of sheer scale of the world, the complex characters that appeared in this game, it was something else. So yeah, Final Fantasy VII. Man, I get chills up to this very day from this intro. And as you can see, it pretty much looks better because it has been upscaled and filtered. It looks much cleaner and better this time around. So here we go. Hopefully you'll enjoy this. Feel free to comment your opinions below. Here we go. Bam. That's some CQC. Here's Barrett. Come on, newcomer, follow me. Man, his voice is going to give my throat nightmares. Okay, a few things out of the way first. I have made a few changes to the controller. I'm using an Xbox controller and never played it with an Xbox controller. I hope that I'll get used to this. Camera and target, assist. Okay, it looks good. Window color. I like to add a little bit of green to my Final Fantasy window experience because I consider this turquoise look, this teal look, to be the official color of Final Fantasy VII because, you know, the logo is that color and all the promotional stuff from Advent Children and, you know, the feel of the game, the live stream, which I'm sure most of you remember. It has this color, and I always get reminded this game when I see this color, so it looks more natural to me this way. So yeah, here we go. I've played this game for the last time a few years ago. Hopefully I'm not that rusty. It also has a few changes in terms of gameplay, so hopefully I won't die too much. Okay, they changed the UI completely. It's very clean, very modern. It looks more like the UI from Final Fantasy X. Before it had this big bulking interface that covered like the bottom quarter of the screen, so that's a good thing. But I gotta get used to the way they show hit points now, the HP and the MP. It shows only your current stats, not your total amounts, so you can't really know how much in terms of percentage you have. I mean, if you still have above half of your HP or not, for example. Yeah, that looks better. What they did actually, they took the models from the battle sections and placed them in instead of the field models, which are the models you see outside of battle. So yeah, they did that for the main characters and remade all the other characters, the side characters, like the dudes you see up in front of you. It looks pretty much, yeah, it looks awesome. I like the way it looks. Wow, you used to be in Soldier, huh? Not every day you find one in a group like Avalanche. Soldier? Aren't they the enemy? What's he doing with us in Avalanche? He was in Soldier, Jesse, but he quit and is now with us. I didn't catch your name. Whoopsie there. Told you, I'm pretty excited, sorry. I'll get better as we go along, I promise. About the names, I don't like to change them. I like the original names. It breaks the immersion when you change those names. Cloud should always be Cloud and not some other random name, so I'll just keep it at that. Cloud. Cloud, eh? I don't care what your names are. Once this job's over, I'm out of here. What an asshole. The hell you're all doing? I thought I told you to never move in a group. Our target's the North Mako Reactor. We'll meet on the bridge in front of it. Ex-soldier, huh? I don't trust you. Okay, our lovely, friendly neighborhood Barret. Now, my Afro accent, if you're supposed to call it that way, it's terrible. And hopefully I'll get better with time, but that's how it is at the moment. Press the directional buttons while pressing cancel to run. Thanks, Barret. Yeah, so I'll have to get better at those voices and female voices. It'll be kind of tough. Hopefully it won't be too cringe-worthy. And I'd like to hear what you think about my voices and about the way I present this game and the way I play. Feel free to suggest some stuff in the comment section below. I mean, suggest more games, suggest some things I should do, some things I should refrain from doing, yeah? Your comments are most welcome. Let's use some magic. Great. Right. Let's turn on the assist menu, which basically shows me the names of the enemies. Not this one. Yeah, this one. Guard Hound. Now, because before your interface used to cover up pretty much nearly a quarter of the screen, I didn't like to use it before, but now, as I have much more space, I like to use it, and I can see the names of the bosses, the names of the characters, and the enemies. It's pretty cool. What you've seen before, if you're new to the game, was a limit break, and a limit break is a sort of a special attack, super attack. Pretty much nearly 90% of the time it'll be a physical attack, and it happens once a character has received enough damage. And more on that later.
Yo, this is your first time in a reactor?
No. After all, I did work for Shinra, you know.
The planet's full of Mako energy. People here use it every day. It's the lifeblood of this planet, but Shinra keeps sucking the blood out with these weird machines.
I'm not here for a lecture, let's just do it.
Alright, you come with me from now on.
I've always found it funny how he tells you that you're coming with him, and he just walks around and going with you instead. Okay. Code deciphered. Alright, now I think Jesse has the next code. Yeah. Code deciphered. Now there's a room here that a lot of people used to miss. And this is the room. Has a chest. So hopefully I don't miss anything. You can comment below if I missed anything and you think it's important enough for me to go back to. My memory is not what it used to be about this game. Hopefully I'll get a lot of stuff, a lot of secret stuff to show you as well. I don't know, I'm not sure yet if I'm going to max out the characters and the limit breaks and stuff. We'll see how it goes. Push that button over there. Yeah. Bang. Switch on. Now we'll be getting another little lecture from Barrett, even though we told him we're not interested.
Little by little, the reactors drain out all the life. Then that'll be that.
It's not my problem. Look at him shrugging.
The planet's dying, Cloud.
The only thing I care about is finishing this job before security and the roboguards come. Barrett's getting pissed. And he goes back. So yeah, characters basically pop in and out of you. In some Final Fantasies it behaves differently. In Final Fantasy VIII all the party follows you around. Sometimes it works better, sometimes no. I kinda like it that way because they tend to come out a lot. Especially when it talks about some story things. Yeah. So little things to explain. I'm going to use thunder on these enemies that are called first ray because they are mechanical enemies and they tend to take more damage from thunder attacks. So kind of like in Pokemon, the enemies here are element affiliated, so some take more damage from certain elements, some take less. And I'll explain more on the way. I don't want to go in too deep in terms of tutorials, just not to bore you. So when something is becoming more relevant, I'll talk about it. If you have any questions, so feel free to ask. I'll do most random encounters, I think. Not all of them, but I'll do some of them. By the way, next to the names, if you can see in the AI below, we have two bars. One is an orange bar. The orange bar is the limit break bar. It indicates how much damage you have received, so when it is filled you can lash out your super attack, the one you saw before. And the one below is the active time battle. What it means that even though this is a turn-based RPG, the time is always always active, and when it is filled, you can lash out your attack. So the enemies also have such a bar, but it is hidden, and they also use this active time mechanic, so you can't just wait for them to do their part, you know? You can die if you don't move fast enough. Push a K in front of a ladder to grab onto it, then use the directional button to climb up and down. Great, Jesse, thank you! So, as I make my way down to the reactor, I want to ask you to suggest more stuff for me to play, or I don't know, if you have more suggestions about this game in particular, or I don't know, some things to tell me in favor of these videos or against, something you don't like how I'm doing in this game, or some suggestions to make something even better, so feel free to help me. Okay. As you can see, they even use the save sphere from Final Fantasy X, so I'm not sure if I like this, but whatever. It's just a save sphere. Let's see. Okay, another thing that I haven't talked about, Barret being a ranged character, I should move him to the back row. This way, he receives only about half the damage, while he himself deals the same amount of damage that he would deal even if he stood in the front row. So Barret is sort of the tank of the party. Yeah. Okay. Kill this grunt. Grunt B. Yeah, not much of creativity in the naming department. Thunder on the robot there. Sweeper. While he is in the back row, it doesn't matter in terms of magic. Magic always deals the same amount, even if the enemy is in the back row. By the way, if you hear strange sounds or meowing in the background, it's my little new kitty, Yuna. Yeah, I like my Final Fantasy, so sue me. Okay. Let's move Barret permanently to the back row, like this. Let's save the game. Okay, you have to touch those spheres. I'll save the game. I think I'll finish this certain video on the way back. So once I save again in this location, we'll finish up this video. Alright. So, as you can see, even this reactor has this greenish blue color that I talked about before. So yeah, I like this color, and I think it fits better than the regular plain blue windows. So we have received the restore materia, which allows you to cure later in the game.
When we blow this place, it ain't gonna be nothing more than a hunk of junk. Cloud, you set the bomb.
Shouldn't you do it?
Just do it. I gotta watch to make sure you don't pull nothing.
Fine, I'll do it.
Watch out. This isn't just a reactor.
Yeah, this part freaked me out when I was a kid.
What's wrong?
Huh?
What's wrong, Cloud? Hurry it up.
Yeah, sorry. Cloud hears some voices in his head or something. Freaky stuff. Especially for a kid. The alarm goes off.
Heads up, here it comes!
And we have the first battle with a boss in this game. Now this boss is pretty special because it's the only boss that still plays the regular battle theme in the background. So yeah, some random trivia. It's another robot, so I'm gonna lash with Thunder. It's pretty easy. It just has a lot of XP. Now, sometimes it lifts its tail up, and then you're not supposed to hit it because then it retaliates with its laser attack, and the laser attack is kind of tough. But I like to shoot at him even though he shoots his laser, because it fills up your limit break pretty fast. And the more limit breaks you do, the faster you get new limit breaks. Okay, Cloud, do another Thunder. The Surge Scope that the Scorpion robot did before, it's pretty much harmless. It just shows you who is going to attack next, so it even helps you. Right, so Cloud has limit break now, I think. Yeah. Barret, regular attack. Cloud, do a Braver. Slash. Not bad. Okay, now it's going to lift its tail. I'm going to heal Cloud. I'm going to give him a potion. Barret, be careful. Attack while its tail is up. It's going to counterattack with its laser. Yeah, it's a pretty big deal. But as I said before, I'm going to do it regardless. Let me just heal up Cloud again. Great. Now I'm going to attack with Barret. And tail laser incoming. Let's see. Okay. Pretty tough. Okay, big shot. I think I should survive another hit from the tail laser. Let's heal up Cloud. Barret receives only half the damage anyways because he's in the back row. Okay, now the tail is down. And we can resume our attack on this stupid Scorpion robot. Okay. Braver. This means that he's going to attack Cloud next, which means Barret is kind of safe. Another Braver, sorry. Man, this robot has a lot of hit points. Yeah, the music is awesome in this game. It was also composed by Nobuo Uematsu, I think. I think that's how you say it. If I ravished his name, I am sorry, because I greatly appreciate this man's work. He's a genius. And Final Fantasy VII also is pretty much one of his best works as a composer for Squaresoft at the time. Now it is Square Enix, and Nobuo Uematsu isn't working for them, which is a big shame in my opinion. But yeah, you can't have it all, I guess. Man, he just won't go down. Come on! It's getting pretty awkward now. I think I'm just going to speed up this part in the final video. Yeah, probably. You know what? Fuck it. Let's attack it. Let's heal up Cloud as soon as possible. And let's, No! I'm sorry. I pushed the analog stick too far to the left, and I defended instead of attacking. Crap. Thunder, come on! Oh man, just won't go down. I hope they didn't boost its HP too much in this mod. Finally. Okay, the Scorpion is dead. Okay, as you can see, we received a lot of experience points. That experience points basically raises the level of your character, and we have also the AP points, which you can see on the top right part of the screen, and we received 11p. the AP points, they add to your materia, and that improves your magic abilities, and we'll talk about it more later.
Come on!
Oh, sorry, that wasn't Barrett. Come on, let's get out of here. Yeah, I got it. I got confused a little bit. 10 minutes to detonation. Now, 10 minutes is quite a lot, actually. When I was a kid, I got panicked. You have no idea. Let's equip Barrett with the new weapon we received from the boss. And let's run the hell out of here. Okay, so this concludes the first video. Please let me know if you liked it, and I'll see you next time. I'll see you soon as we continue our epic journey into Final Fantasy VII. Let's just save this game and have a great week. Goodbye.